Hello, everyone. As this begins, I'm just getting tuned in. And for everyone that will be taking this in live, real time, or in the future, for those that would like to receive the light codes embedded, have some healing take place in the session, and have your energetic field scanned by your spirit guides, just say yes. You can say yes at any time in the transmission. You can also switch to an observatory state at any time in the transmission. We want you all to have full autonomy here over the way that you are going to receive this today. Knowing that everything that is done here, everything that is channeled here, is always with the foundational and firm intention of the highest good of all. Not just our group, but all. And I may get to a point in the transmission where I will accept questions. But to begin, I want us to be focused on love. Not Hallmark love. Unconditional love. This is love that might permeate any kind of understanding that you may have of love. This is a kind of love that you will experience when you feel a complete acceptance of self and all that is. For everything we witness in this life must be sourced from within, and therefore everything is a reflection of us. So we have the Archangels that are going to permeate the space and watch over the comments. We have the High Council of Light who's going to take the reins most of this session, and I'm going to surrender too. This can include some collectives you are currently familiar with. It may include some new ones. We might have some Ascended Masters drop into the session today. Hermes Trismegistus is coming through as a predominating force for all of you to tune into the key code of. All right, we're swimming. The energies are swimming. How is everyone feeling? I want to just preface before I really dive in. Believe it or not, I haven't dived in yet. So anything that you feel in the way of energy, in the way of movement, in the way of a change in temperature throughout this session, know that that is energy that is in an alchemical process. This is energy shifting. This is cells within your being that are being re-illuminated from within you. It is not a force coming from outside and having an effect on you. It is from within you. So I have 3 decks with us today. I'm going to read those so that you know what I'm working with. Then I'm going to bring us into a meditation. What I'm feeling predominantly in this space right now is unsettledness. I'm feeling that there's some unsettledness with all of you about your purpose. There's some unsettledness about how you link in with planet Earth. There's some unsettledness about processing feelings and emotions. So if that rings any bells for you, you don't need to hold on to it. See it. Once we see it, we can alchemize it. I'll say that again. Once we see it, we can alchemize it. Once we see it, we can alchemize it. The buried fears will create nuisances in our life. If we allow ourselves to feel the fear, sense the fear, face the fear, we can shift and illuminate and ascend. Okay. So as always in this transmission, I ask you to take what resonates and leave what does not. If something doesn't feel like it's for you, it is not. Let it go. So in the comments, you might feel like this isn't, some things might rile you up. I encourage you to entertain your curiosity here. However, before getting that in the comments, let's first filter within ourselves, where is this coming from? What is my intention with this comment? Why am I asking this? Why am I saying this? The reason I ask you to do this is because I want this to be a very beautiful space for everyone. I want everyone to feel safe here. I want everyone to feel protected here. And I want everyone to feel empowered here. Okay. So we have 3 decks, the Archangel deck, Diana Cooper, and the artist is Jane Delaford Taylor. We have the Starseed Oracle, which is Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork's Danielle Noel. And then we have the Rose Oracle, which is serving as our little Valentine's Day treat. And that's Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is Katie-Loise. So, hello. We're going to play some games in the mix, but I'm not going to say how many, because every time I try to dictate this in the future, or in the before it starts, it goes a different way, because my soul likes to have fun with me and tease me in that sort of way, to say live in the moment. So the first card I'm getting is from the Archangel deck. Before I actually pull it, let me pull it first. Hi, Jen. So good to have you here. Okay, so I'm getting some pre-notes from our spirit team. Hello, Stephanie. They're giving us pre-notes. They're showing me this interesting layout where they're showing me your ego might like pop on today, let's say, and say like some things. And then they're saying, instead of like, hear that layer, hear that, and then pop out and go to your soul level is what I'm going to say. And hear what that has to say. And then if after you hear that, what that has to say, pop out again to what you're going to feel into as your most divine self. This is the city. I'm talking SIDDHI. This is your divine aspects, your divine gifts. Something that may come in today, which I must mention ahead of time, is the gene codes. I'm sorry, I keep saying the gene codes. The Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. A living transmission in all reality. It's embracing your higher purpose. That might come in too. Just sharing. Okay, so the first card we're getting is Archangel Felier. Or yay. Honor animals, communicate with different species. So we're getting this message. This is interesting. We're going to go deep today. Is everyone okay with going deep today? Can we just get whatever the guides are saying without letting our ego interrupt? Is everyone okay with that? Is everyone okay if I don't play it vanilla and I just go? Good. Okay. I figured I'd ask too. So what I'm getting here is that we're really being invited today on this day of love. However, we want to conceptualize this day. Let's just let our version of it be that I'm going to practice love. I'm going to, and I say practice love because love is something that's innate to you, but fear will take you out of it. So what I'm getting is it's really important for us to really at this moment in time have a newfound appreciation for everything on planet Earth. I'm talking all the animals, I'm talking all the objects, I'm talking all the people, I'm talking all the lands, all the bodies of water, we need to really take a moment to have appreciation for the wholeness and have appreciation for the diversity. Because what I'm getting in this jump off to this message, and it feels like it's going to be just a lot of channeling today. So, we're going to sparkle. You know, no big deal. What a day to sparkle on. And so what I'm getting is we're noticing those areas where we might have disconnects and say, oh, well, that animal doesn't really resonate with me, or oh, that area doesn't really resonate with me, or oh, that culture doesn't really resonate with me, or oh, that religion doesn't really resonate with me. Or we get these little patterns in life where we say, I love everything except that. I love everything except that. And we have these patterns that build that we sense that that's protecting us in some way. And it is not. It is actually what's hindering us from experiencing the full breath of love on planet Earth. Interesting way to dance that in. Okay. And this is just an interesting tidbit, but it feels like I have a lot of newbies here, and my guides are sharing to share it. So I just started reading the Gene Keys, and a lot of what I have read already and what I have taken in already and processed are pretty much sister transmissions, brother transmissions, whatever you want to call it, to all the things I've been channeling the last 3 years. So I only bring that through because I really want all of you to know the Akashic Records. A lot of us tune into this as something that's outside of us. We all have access to the Akashic Records, and everything that exists in the Akashic Records. So everything, every thought, every word, every deed is stamped into those Akashic Records. So any of you that are making bad decisions, let that be a reason why you no longer do. Because nothing we do will ever be deleted. It all exists eternally. That's right, eternally. And you're thinking, well, it's timeline convergence, so that can't be true. Even with timelines, the soul that had an experience on those timelines imprints that memory in the Akashic Records. Okay, so this is a high level, but they're sharing for those of you that are working with quantum shifting and you're working with timelines and you're working with ascension, it's time for you to remember, return to the holisticness that all of this is coming back into wholeness. All of this is spreading love to all of it. All of this is remembering I get to decide. So these things are happening in my reality. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm responding poorly to this. Remember, you get to decide that. So it's not about taking those outer chatters that we feel are hindering us and doing anything about it. They're just showing something within us. I know it's a big wake-up call. Yeah, I go deep. I go deep. I'm not here to ease any of your egos, please any of your egos. I'm here to allow your soul to wake the F up fully within you. That's what I'm here for. And then just anything that's in the way of that internally driven shift, we're clearing it out. We're facing the fears head on. We're facing all of this head on. Let's soften it up, shall we? Those were masculine guides. And as I do love them, they get down and dirty and right onto it. Hello, Bradley. Okay, so we're getting a Rose Oracle 4. They're giving it to me energetically before I see it. Okay. After the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. So, yeah, it feels like they're going deep, going real, being very real today. Okay. So this rainbow reminder is coming to remind us of the rainbow body, is coming to remind us that what we seek already exists. And it's not outside of us, it is within. This is coming in to remind us that whatever storm we feel to be in, use that storm as a power. Whatever the storm might be, it is catalyzing you. It is crystallizing you in some way, in some form, in some fashion. And by shifting this paradigm on whatever our struggles in life may be, we're allowing ourselves to have a symbiotic relationship with whatever that is. And that's at the core of all of this healing, is rewiring our relationship to everything instead of searching and deleting anything. Nothing needs to be deleted. But some things that are staying in a loop do need to be scanned for the last time. Okay. And they're sharing 33. How do you tune into 33? How do you tune into your heart? Can you add pink light to your vessel from all around you? Gently, carefully. And then they're showing me the golden brick or the anchor or the some of you like a ball, but something that is very heavy and at the bottom of your red root cord that holds you onto Mama Gaia. Okay, so some of you don't have this. So fun. Okay, we're going to play a game. So just bring your awareness, your attention to your root chakra at the base of your spine. Just red light. Just imagine red light there. Allow it to feel maybe a little bit wider than it was feeling. Allow it to feel anchored here and safe and secure and whole and balanced. And then drop your red cord or gold cord, whatever your color cord you'd like to have, into Mama Gaia, who holds us here and keeps us healthy and safe our whole time while we're here. She's our mama, a little mama bear while we're here. She's not little, but anywho. There's something at the bottom there, and you might feel like a gentle sway in your spine as you're sensing it. But this is going to be a tool that you're building in your meditation practices that is going to help you ground. And the next time you're feeling afraid, scattered, lost, confused, out of alignment, just misaligned in any way, you're going to bring your attention and your awareness to this beautiful, elaborate structure that you've built to connect with Mama Gaia, keep you safe here, keep you grounded here. Some of you, again, I'm seeing like blue anchors. I'm seeing red anchors. I'm seeing gold bricks. I'm seeing rainbowy bricks. I'm seeing Merkabas. I'm seeing some things I can't describe because they're very complex and geometrical and cool, really cool. Whoever's doing this, really cool. But we're bringing this in a playful way because we would like you to have in your tool bag, in your toolbox, in your tool shed, however you would like to fix and house your tools. We'd like you to have a tool in there that helps you ground. Some of you that's planting the roots. Some of you that's breath work, breathing into the root. Yeah, okay, so I didn't really want to share this kind of stuff today, but here we go. So we're getting all these light codes. Those of you that know. And they're going to keep like amplifying. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We had like a tiny little reprieve there, but now they're going to boop, boop, boop. Don't believe me? Check the Schumann every once in a while and you'll see. But we're going to keep getting these influxes of light. The knocks at the door of our soul awakening are going to continue in 2025. So as many tools as we can have, the better. Because guess what? It will all balance out. We have to break an old system to build a new system. This is all part of birthing pains. That's all this is. But we're going to rise above. We're going to find the middle way through it all. We came here for this. I know a lot of you don't really want to hear that right now, but we came here for this. This is what we're here for. We came for right now. And guess what? There's a very, very long line of other souls that wanted to be here too in your shoes. Believe it or not, I don't care how you're conceptualizing your life. This is the truth. Okay, so my good friend Luke, thank you, Christy, makes these incredible tools. And he is the one they call Luke. Anyone that wants to know about this kind of stuff, send me a message. I'll send you a link to his store. I don't make money from this. This is just what I believe in. I'm like, everybody, please. If I'm benefiting from something and it's really helping, and oh, by the way, about this too, it's pretty much a battle between me and my two kids as to who gets it. And kids know energy. You can get it at his Etsy store, the one they call Luke. And Greg, just hit me up with a message. I'll get you. I'll just send you a link to the page. It's really what he's doing is divine. He's divinely channeling some incredible, potent tools for us to have. That was just a little intermission. And now we're going to get back to the reading. We're going to do a game now to lighten up the load, because we just like went whoa, 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 whoa. And all for the better, okay? All for the better. It was a little jolty. We saw some fears. We accepted some truths. 22 in the group. That number's all over my gene keys. All over. It's like I was... Where else can I share this kind of stuff? So I will just share it. What I'm discovering in looking at my astrological things and the gene keys and everything about my makeup and my weird blood and weird body parts and weird everything is, I mean, like weird in the... I'm going to continue. What I'm learning is I'm here for a reason. And what I'm learning is even the hardest parts of my life were meant to happen. And they were part of it. And they held keys. The hardest, the darkest, the scariest held keys that are now unlocking. So, we're getting this deck. I'm going to hold it up. I already showed it, so you're already getting some precogs in there. But I want you to share a number that is resonant for you, because I'm going to pull some different cards. We're going to do little mini readings. Keep it fun, keep it spicy for Valentine's Day. Are we ready for the game? Luke's here. Luke, if you could link your store page or something, or just maybe hit up everyone here that just is absolutely loving your masterpiece. One of your many. So we're going to play the game. I'm going to hold it up. You're going to give me some numbers. Let's keep it to 1 through 9. Otherwise, I'll have to calculate the numerology, which is fine. Fine with doing it. Whatever comes up. Are we ready? Are we ready? 8, we're already getting numbers. All right, let's crank it out. Let's crank it out. Where's my pen? We're having a party here. Party's going on. Party's going on. Oh, so many 7s. We're definitely going to be doing 7. Okay, so many 8s. Okay. Okay. Keep it cranking. Keep it cranking. I hear some of you. I'm not getting any number. Yes, you are. Gonna get spicy today. I'm gene keyed up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, any more? I'm going to close it down in 3, 2. 7's accounted for. Oh, we got so many 7s in here, baby. Oh, 8s, 4s. Oh, there's some new 4s coming in. Loving all the 4s. Pleiades. Hello, Pleiades. Making your appearance on Earth. Okay. Okay, let's hear. My guides are showing me some kind of weird stuff in my clairvoyance. Give me a moment. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Well, first off, I'm getting the message, the spirit message. Some of you might want to write down 33 because it's been coming through so much that I feel like it's like a message for all of us. Maybe tune in with your guides, like, what is 33 to me? Or something like that. Or what color do I see when I feel into 33? Or what shapes are showing up? What animals? What star systems? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to read 4, 7, and 8. But first, I'm going to light some Palo Santo because I really like the smell of it. And it also brings in good vibes. So it's just time, you know? Okay. So as I'm sharing these next messages, these mini reads, what I want you to do during it is, if you weren't here for this part of this transmission, it's going to make no sense, but that structure that you built at the bottom of your grounding cord, let's add more to it. So maybe things are coming up and you're like, oh, I'm going down a trail of all of my triggers and I'm feeling a little spicy, and maybe I'll add triangles to my grounding mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give our mind some candy, but also let's like get our mind to sit in the seat. Yeah, 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 yeah. Greg, I'll post it on YouTube. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. Everybody actually do that. Let's take a deep breath. So breathe in what other color light is coming to you right away. And then breathe out whatever color of light is coming to you right away. And then breathe in whatever color is coming to you right away. And then breathe out whatever color is coming to you right away. Do that as many times as you want. And then another tool to put in the bag is, anytime you are like maybe having a triggered situation or a moment where you're just feeling the monkey mind, you're feeling the looping, you're feeling the bit, whatever, insert your version of this. But you bringing in colored light and your breath, oof, magic. Maybe you're just breathing in white light and you're breathing out like gray smoke, or like you're seeing the kind of the yuck of whatever it was that you were just feeling, and actually feel it processing and turning into something new, rebirthing into something new. And here we go. Okay, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is cool, Trevor. Okay. 4, 7, 8. This is one of those situations where I'm going, you know, I was kind of just up in the 8th, 7th dimension. Now I'm like coming down to the 3rd to the 5th, and it's like going from being a dot to now I'm a line, to now I'm a triangle where I see that line, and it's like, you know, dimensional stuff happening. Okay. Okay, 4, whoever got 4. And remember, these are like sibling transmissions. So they're going to work with one another, if that makes sense. And it might not. That's fine. Let's see what we even get. The Seas of Mintaka. I'm going to take a sip to that. Anyone that's got some water, take a sip to that. Mermaid memories might be coming online. So, you know, maybe. Check with yourself. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Chi-town. Okay, so they're giving me, they're reminding me crystalline codes. They're reminding me our DNA moving from, some of you may be aware of this, maybe not. Does coffee count? Yes, of course it does. Of course it does. Whatever you got there. You can bless anything you got there. It doesn't matter what you got there. You can bless it. So I'm just being reminded of this. What we're really, really doing and all this stuff is activating our crystalline DNA, our Christ DNA, our divine DNA. We can call this by many names. There's many avenues with which to take to what I'm talking about. But we're moving from our carbon-based DNA to our crystalline DNA. And when we do that, our whole light body gets activated. our whole rainbow light body gets activated. Our 12-strand DNA gets activated. And these things are happening whether we're thinking about it, aiming at it, trying for it, meditating on it. They're happening on planet Earth no matter what. That's what I would say the people that are really struggling right now, and maybe you're struggling right now, you're not realizing we're just getting activated to crystalline DNA and consciousness. Your carbon-based DNA, let's think of it this way. You've got your carbon-based DNA. We're all used to this. This is like what we know on planet Earth, the carbon-based DNA. And it's all very physical. It's all very mental. But we're shifting to crystalline. We're shifting to this light structure that is within and overlaying that carbon-based DNA that is allowing us to ascend at rapid rates. It's allowing us to hold more light within our light body. That's what we're doing with like all of this. And so we see it on the Schumann resonance, and we see it with the sun activity, and we see it with the protons and plasma and everything that is geophysically affecting the planet. And that light isn't just coming into our bodies, it's coming into the planet and then up to the planet and through every single other being around us. So a being that isn't aware that this is happening is going to feel all of this light coming in and think it's like bombardment, or become panicked because there's so much change. But we can empower ourselves when we say, I know what is going on here. I know that we are taking on a new human form on planet Earth. I'm on a planet that's ascending. How cool that I get to be here for this. How awesome is this? Yes. You know, thank you, soul, that chose to be here and that allows me to be here and that will always be with me and is eternal. And we can even, they're having me shift us. A lot of us are conceptualizing. I definitely did this for a very long time. I'm still working through it. But we conceptualize the higher self as something outside of us. What if we could shift that and realize, no, that higher self is within. My soul is one with my higher self. So we're bringing these in and we're going to allow it all the way through. All the way through that grounding cord to our cool mechanism. Mine right now, I'll just share. And this is the mechanism that is holding me in a beautiful geometry with planet Earth and keeping me safe here as I climb these vast arrays of light. You build this structure down there, and maybe plant your sits bones if you can, and just like feel your self start to a little bit sway, because that's you grounded. That's you getting anchored and feeling really yummy on the earth plane. So we're having fun with our, oh, Amanda, my love. So the reminder here from Spirit is when we're playing in these spaces, these very elevated spaces, these expanded spaces, these accepting, loving, compassionate, open spaces where we're loving all, we're accepting all that is, we're remembering to ground. That's what's going to keep us feeling really yummy on planet Earth, because our bodies are these beautiful, almost like, think of your body. My best friend is here, so this is perfect, because think of your body as like your best friend. Like, how do you want to treat your best friend? And just really be yummy with your body and be present in it. It's such a beauty. It's a delight to be on planet Earth. And it feels like we've got like some Aphrodite type energies floating in, just reminding us, oh yeah, there is beauty in all of this. Oh yeah. I started to forget a little bit, but oh yeah. Pretty cool to be here. I love food. I love taking walks. I love friends. I love family. I love nature. I love fun experiences and special events and all the yumminess of planet Earth that we can't experience that once we leave here, you know? And a small part of us will miss it. We have more than enough. Yes, Milan. We do. Okay, we're getting another card. It is Rose Oracle time, and it is also game time. Who? What? That's embarrassing. But I was just working on my inner teenager, and my inner teenager would have had so much fun doing that. So I love her, and she's great. She's here. So, is everyone ready for the game? What was that accent? Some accents are going to come through. I have a feeling they're judging up. You know what I'm saying? I feel them judging. Okay. I'm going to take the first 3 numbers. This is my way of honoring all of those who are really in tune with your numerology. Not that anyone can really get in tune with it. It's just like a thing. It just happens. It's very strange. I don't really understand it all, but I like it. It's very fun. So any number is coming up. I already got one in my little noggin here. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we're vibing today. This is fun. Okay. Okay, so I got 3 and 7 in my consciousness like instantly right away too. So we're definitely going to be doing some 3 and 7 and 8 and 5. Okay, this is what we're going to do for this part. I'm going to stop out the numbers. Well, if you want to keep saying the numbers, that's cool. It's going to do something. It's going to like stamp something into the universe that will somehow materialize outside of your wildest imagination. And just like, you're just going to be like, what? How is this? What? I don't understand. I was thinking that 2 that one time, and then here's this 2 and that 2 and that 2 and that 2, and all of a sudden everything's aligned. I'm not sure what that was, but I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to do 3, 7, and then the other cards I'm just going to show you. Okay. 1, 2. It's going to be fasties. Fasties. All of a sudden that short attention span's coming into handy, you know what I'm saying? What was that? 1, 2, 3, which is the one we're going to do. And they want me to show you both 3 and 7 at once. So that was 3. Counting and channeling. Man, you guys, you have no idea. Okay, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be funny to hear one day if I decide to hear it. Okay, rapture. And so the 7 card is rapture, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. And there's like a lot of some images here that I'm not sure do we have any children here? Let's see. Did I put it to 18 and older? The return, a new story, you decide. Alignment, it's coming together. So I didn't think I was going to play like the role of Cupid today, but here we go. You know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some beads right there for fun. I'm not sure why, but they're there. They're there now. So we have the 3, the 7. I'm getting so many funny things that I don't know how to share publicly without completely blushing. Okay. This is what I'm seeing. Take it if it resonates. Playing Cupid now. Putting the Cupid hat on. Who's ready for the Cupid hat? It's right here. I wish I had my pyramid. Oh, I'd so wear it. Okay. Cupid is coming in to share a message with all of us, one that which none of us is expecting. Not even me. But Cupid is coming in to share the only arrow you need in life is one that you're going to use on yourself. And you don't need to worry about finding anyone out there to be your other half or the one that makes you whole or complete or check some sort of box. They're also sharing those of you that have found your person in life, your love, your true love, that is a rare and beautiful gift. And have appreciation and gratitude for it. And those of us that feel we have not reached that, we're being reminded that the only true love we can experience in life needs to start with us. It needs to be from an overflowing well of love that we have first for ourselves. So some of you, what they're showing me in the Akashic Records as a thread is that some of you sort of still are holding, you believe you've shifted it. And they might be like calling me out a little bit. But you believe you've shifted it, but there's still a small part of you that believes until you've found the perfect partner or the perfect relationship, that you're not whole somehow. And Spirit's kind of knocking at your door to go, do you really believe that? Do you really believe another person will be the one to make you realize how much you love yourself? Or do you really truly believe that you already are love? And you've all heard the cliches that once someone stops looking, love finds them. So for some of you, it's kind of a tough love message of, maybe it's time to stop seeking it. Maybe it's time to stop trying to force it. Maybe it's time to let it go. But in doing that, you don't even have any idea what kind of opening that you're going to do within yourself to allow something to come in and attract. Love yourself first. It sounds so simple, but it's the truth. When you can fall in love with just being with yourself, in the stillness, in the pain, in the joy, in the every single array of the emotional gamut. When you can love yourself in every single state of you, in every single version of you, in every age of you, in every single emanation of you, it's freedom. It's pure freedom. Because then you don't have to hold on to anything. You don't have to figure out anything. The why subsides. And it's interesting because a lot of my work is working with people about the why, but what's interesting is that you why it out, and then you let it go. Let yourself go down the rabbit hole, but then come back out. You don't need to stay in it. Yeah, so they're kind of alluding to trauma here. Make sure that you're not, as you're healing, traumas may arise. You do not need to hold on to them or stay in them. They're showing up to be loved on, neutralized, brought back to wholeness. Okay, ooh, Valentine's Day, and we're going deep. Powerful messages there. So definitely, if you felt that, and a lot of you, I think, may have, can't speak for you, but shake out your hands. Because that was like pretty potent even for me. Like they were like getting to some depths, some vulnerabilities, you know what I'm saying? I know we had more numbers there, but it feels like they want to switch us directions to the Archangels, because they want to soften us, they're sharing. They're like, okay, like now let's connect through. Okay, so what they're showing me is planets. I'll just share it. We were kind of just connecting up through, interesting, we were kind of connecting up through first through Mercury. So the mercurial, sort of the mind, Quicksilver. Then we were connecting more, some Mars was coming in, which I won't speak more to. Some Jupiter came in, and then right now we're really going to connect in through Venus. Interesting. They've never really done it this way. This is cool. And then also, before I actually continue, I want everybody to know that moving forward, these are going to be potent. I'm not going to hold back anymore. I kind of was, to a degree. Not a lot, but like a little. And I noticed in my self-discovery through the gene keys, like where I was kind of holding it a little, keeping it a little vanilla, I'll say, or not sharing some of the things that the guides were sharing with me live. I'm just deciding to just be like, let's just let it all in, you know? Like, if it's for the highest good of all, which I now truly believe it is, I had to work through my own layers of stuff by facing it. So, 4. Archangel Samael. Okay, and a reminder here to hydrate in case I forget later. Choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. Hold it up, actually. We're matching. Look, we're matching. How cool is that? So Samael here is just coming in to remind us that some of you it's going to resonate, some of you it's not. Definitely, it's like split. They're showing me split, half water, half fire. Those of you that resonate with fire are going to resonate with this, and those of you that resonate with water are probably going to be like, what the what? What the what? What the what is what I said there. What the what? Okay. Okay, so when you're acting with wisdom, this is going to be accessing your fire, and your masculine fire. But what I love about Samael's energy is that it's the masculine fire that is like perfectly balanced with the feminine energy. So what they kind of want to upgrade your current expression of, they're showing me that you all express wisdom in some way. I'm not sure what you're doing for your day to day, but in some way, through your relationships or through what you do or through how you are and just with people and everyone, you're expressing wisdom. And what they want to do is take that wisdom and make it be able to land. Because what they're showing me is like the wisdom that all of you are sort of emitting. It's fiery for some. It's it can't, and they're definitely talking to me about this in some ways, but it can't get to the other person because the fire is too what I'll say is almost like a cutting fire, like a very red fire. And so Archangel Samael is coming in to say that is an absolute gift that you have. That is a strength that you have. Let's just add to it. So it's not let's cut that out. Let's add some green, harmonious energy to it too. Bring that fire into the heart. Bring that kundalini up. Shoot that bad boy out like that. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm being weird. It's going to happen. But basically what he's showing me is really bring it all, like let that be something that is a force for good. Don't get upset about yourself for your fiery wisdom. Just allow yourself to know the best way to make it conducive for you. So that they're kind of showing me, so like bring in that green, bring in some of the yellow, bring in some of the pearlescent into this fiery energy that you have. And that they're showing me like a mirror. So they're showing me this like flip inside, like is the shadow aspect of this is that you were seeing your, go with me here. This is only going to apply to some, but you were seeing your fiery aspects as like something to be feared. And like, so whenever you would catch a glimpse of your own fire, which is like a part of you, it's part of your balance being here and that you need to really be holistic and balanced here. But when you're bringing that fire out, you see it and a reflection comes back to you and you go, oh, and you turn it off. And so they're saying to in order for you to allow that to be fully on, and this really applies to those of you that have a yogic practice and you've really gotten in tune with your kundalini. And if you haven't done that yet, that would be an avenue I would lovingly guide you towards the exploration of. But this fiery energy that I'm referring to, sometimes we can call this our sensual energy, our creative energy, our passion, our spark. We can turn it down because we're seeing it as fearful. So they're wanting to shoo like they're wanting to like make a little like adjustment within us, so that instead of seeing our fiery energy as something to be feared, we see it as something that we can bring in more of our wholeness to. So more of our light, more of our love light. Why are you scared to do breath work? Why do you feel you're scared to do breath work, Greg? Where is the fear coming from? Is it coming from a place in your body, a place in your mind, a place in your emotions? A memory? I'm just lazy. Yeah, the breath work, it's got to be self-inspired. If it's not feeling like it's for you, it might just not be the time for it. because you don't know what will happen. So the fear of the unknown. So we're unveiling some deep pockets. Well, this is what I would propose to you, Greg. If it's the fear of the unknown, if you can, present yourself to this challenge of get yourself in a really safe space, have a good amount of water there, and, do a round of fire breath until you really do feel things physiologically occurring. And then just be with yourself. Like, do see what happens. My recommendation for anyone that is ever, I'm afraid of the unknown is, well, why don't you just check it out? Just check it out. Have a curious attitude about it. Because, if we want to get to deep spiritual evolution, and some of us do, doesn't mean you have to, but if you want to, the things that you're really afraid of, when you're facing them, you're like, it's like they're showing me this is so funny. I don't even know the name of the movie, but like Rambo, no, that's not it. I'm getting like the tiger, the eye of the tiger, like the scenes with the people in the training and like the whole like build up sequence. Not sure why that's coming in exactly, but what they're showing me is like there's something really, really powerful and Rocky. That's it. There's something really powerful and juicy about like the grit it takes to show up to something physical that even is like super scary. And you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do Tai Chi, but I'm gonna show up. Or I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this upside down Pilates class in the I don't know, steam room. I'm not sure. I'm making things up at this point. But prepare for the panel. But it's breath work really does challenge you. Like I've been doing breath work for a few years, and still now, like I still get like a little bit lightheaded when I'm doing a really powerful breath work session. I'm not scared of demons, I'm scared of breath work. That's so funny. Greg's being funny here. He's not scared of demons, but he's scared of breath work. Well, so that's the thing, Liz. Like I think that it's like they're showing me rite of passage and initiation. Like the more we can and they're showing me the scene that they often show me, which is there's this giant, scary, like really, really scary monster. And then there's like this innocent child, like glowing with light that's just like has no fear of this monster and walks up to it. And they show me that a lot because, it's like the more we can just be with our fears, like the fears aren't to be resisted. The fears are to like, can you sit with them? Can you just sit with them? Can you just be there? Can you just, it's 111. Can you just accept it? Like it's building, this has been coming up a lot lately, where a lot of people are having intense dreams, myself included. But if you can really train yourself to lucid dream, let me tell you, just try it out. Try it out. And the practice I would use to get you started in this lucid dreaming, does anybody want that? Because it's how I started myself training in it. I'll share it anyway. So a really good way to lucid dream, and this is just basically like taking all that. So the practice is, so during your waking hours, I would do this for a week if you can, but all day start like looking down at your hands. Just take them out and look at them. Just like all throughout the day and get really used to that. Like familiar with it. You'll start to like really feel familiar. You'll almost get to the point where you're seeing your hands before you even look down. Oh, I'm getting kicked out. I'll have to almost get to the point where you're seeing your hands before you even look down. I'm getting kicked out. I'll have to almost get to the point where you're seeing your hands before you even look down. I'm getting kicked out. I'll have to be right back. Right in the middle of the lucid dream training. I'm getting kicked out. I'll have to be right back. Right in the middle of the lucid dream training. I'm back. I probably looped though. Am I good? Everyone hear me? I should have considered that, I guess. I'm just in it today. It's fun. Are we still here for the lucid dream training? I mean, that's not really what this is, but it's an introduction to it. We're all good? What am I doing? Why are my thumbs up? Okay, cool. So the training is during the day, every day. You're getting real familiar with that. You're gonna get really used to it, and it's gonna get annoying at some point. Keep up with it though. The consistency is like, it's like a recipe. But then in your dreams, eventually you will be able to start looking down at your hands. When you're in a dream, your hands will look so weird, and you're gonna start to wake yourself up. So you probably won't sleep very good for a few nights when you really start doing this. Just disclaimer. But you're basically going to get used to that in the dream where you're looking down at your hands and you're kind of like, you're getting familiar with what that, it's going to look so weird to you from you doing this in your waking time, because you're going to be so familiar with that you're going to eventually do it in your sleeping time, because it's subconscious conscious. So you're sort of reverse projecting something into your dreams here. And then when you're in your dreams and you're doing this, you're going to finally develop the ability to go, okay, I'm in the dream. I'm awake in the dream. And you'll be able to start navigating your dreams as you so choose. And I would say it's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, maybe not, but it took me a little bit of time. But now I'm lucid dreaming and I can easily move from like one place to another, and I can sort of do I would say I'm like working in my sleep, because I'm doing a lot of like connection and like harmonization and like timeline stuff, and I'm bringing people places. And I typically am in like a lot of libraries, a lot of like airports, but it's definitely what a flex. But it becomes really fun because your dreams are, your astral body is a beautiful space for you to really, really evolve. And you're going to face some of your darkest fears, but you're going to start to realize it's okay. Like, I got this. And when you're facing your darkest fears in your dreams, and then you're waking up and you're going about everyday life, things are going to show differently. You're going to feel a lot more in control of yourself. And you're going to feel a lot more empowered. And you're going to feel a lot more free. And, awake in the dream kind of feeling. Like, I get it. Like, this is the earth plane. Like, I get that I'm a divine, eternal soul living on the earth plane. And it's just a powerful tool. Another tool. We're basically just doing tools here. I keep going to places that are flooded, different places that are flooded with people living. That's interesting. I used to go to that a lot too. Oh gosh, I'm getting a lot of visions. I used to have a constant one where I was in like a hotel, and it was like the water was like all outside the hotel, and like everyone in the hotel was like, well, like this hotel is what's happening with this hotel. That's funny. But I think that really comes up. So in dreams, we want to really consider into the elements. So why are we dreaming of, when we're dreaming of water, we're typically doing a lot in our emotional body. So it's more so like about, this is so vulnerable and open, but in my dreams like that, the way I kind of got out of it was realizing that it was just a dream. And then I stopped dreaming of it. But it's like just working with the dreams is powerful when you're ascending, because we're really healing a lot of DNA. So it's showing in our dreams a lot. You almost never remember your dreams. It's typically indicative when you need to clear your third eye, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland. The best way to do that is through a ton of hydration, also looking at your fluoride intake and what you're putting in the body. When the third eye, some signs that the third eye is, not functioning to full capacity or open to full capacity, flowing to full capacity, is, let's see. You might feel kind of heady a lot. You might feel like you're always kind of in the mind. You might also not remember your dreams or feel like you have clarity. You might have a lot of brain fog. It's brain fog's really just a clogged up third eye. I use things like Shilajit. Let's see. There's also some alternative medicines that you may want to consider for a time. Removed fluoride. Also tapping on it. You can do simple things like tapping on it, breath work with it. There's a lot of natural tools that we can utilize just by generating our inner energies to work with the third eye. You know, it's just usually the first layer is typically, let's look at the diet, let's look at the water intake, let's see if there's remembrance of the dreams, things like that. So, also, this will definitely have served to assist all of your chakras today. So drink a lot of water. But things like this, meditations, experiencing channeling events can be helpful as well. I do mean the fungus medicine. I don't partake anymore, but I did, it helped for a time, very much. And I also just check within use your intuition and feel it from your heart, feel it from your gut, feel it from your center. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more cards. Okay, you had a dream where someone's face, changing their face, but I knew he was my grandfather. Wow, so that's probably a spirit. Spirit guides do that a lot in my experience. But it's also like a projection of our consciousness. So remember that too, is like, it's not out there. It's like something that we're creating for ourselves. Yeah. So that's like sometimes like we're maybe doing some deep DNA healing, like a thread of our DNA, let's say, where it involves our ancestry. It involves our maybe connections to different star systems or different aspects or qualities of our own divine soul blueprint. Then we might see a lot of that. And also transfiguration is likely part of your gene keys. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to randomly pull to a gene key page and just see what stands out to be connective in the space. Let's see. My healing of DNA can help my mother's DNA to heal. Oh, yes. DNA is very connective. So it's when you're healing your DNA, it is doing far more than you will ever be able to imagine on a multidimensional level. It's all connected. There aren't separate parts. It's all connected. All right, so how's everyone feeling? Everyone feeling good? Anyone have any? This would be a time for questions, actually, before I pull a card. Does anyone have, I know there were some questions earlier. Does anyone have a question before I pull to Gene Keys something? No? Well, you can if it comes up. I'd strongly recommend it. It's been calling to me for quite some time, and I've completely, within 1 week of having it, understand why. Very powerful stuff. Definitely divinely channeled. The original, what he drew this upon, Richard Rudd, is the I Ching. Some of you may be familiar. Okay. The 40th gene key is the page. Okay. Interesting. This is a powerful one. The will to surrender. The shadow of this gene. So the way that the gene keys work is there's 64 gene keys. Each one has a shadow, a gift, and a siddhi. The siddhi is the divine expression of the gift. The gift itself is the, ascended aspect. And the shadow is really pointing to where we can deepen into our soul development. And we can call this shadow work in a sense. So this is really pointing to a lot of inner weaknesses or inner judgments or inner ways we're dishonoring ourselves, ways we're devaluing ourselves, ways we're not entertaining our innermost callings. I haven't actually read that one yet, but that's what I picked up energetically. But what I would really want to bring us into right before we close this out is well, first of all, did anyone build anything new over their grounding mechanism? Anyone see anything cool with that? Anyone want to share about that? Let's actually bring our awareness to it really quick with some like gentle, maybe swaying, grounding our tailbone. Beautiful. Energetic shifts. Energetic shifts. I'm gonna chug some water because I'm triangles, pyramids. Beautiful. Ooh, pyramids. I forgot about the pyramids. I'm adding some to mine now. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just sending out some codes through the way of my energy field to all of you to wrap you in love and comfort and grace and peace that passeth all understanding. And then just this quick little reminder flag from Spirit that it's called the peace that passeth understanding for a reason. We are going to feel this peace when it doesn't make any sense. People around you are going to go, you're crazy for feeling peaceful right now. And you're going to go, it's the peace that passeth all understanding. I don't even get it, but I'm calling it in. So when you first accessing this peace that passeth all understanding, it's going to, your mind is going to have some things to say. And, you know, you can either let it, or you can say, didn't we go through this already? Haven't we been through this? Weren't we thinking about this and it was driving us nuts last week? Haven't we been through this? I love you, but like, come on. And then the other thing that Spirit is showing me to really ascend our evolution through love is how can we radically accept everything about everyone and, you know, this reality in ourselves. How can we do that? How can we take that to the next level? And then they're asking the best way for you to love yourself today. Your mind is going to present, your heart is going to present, your body is going to present to you some things right now. Do all of them. Be all of them. Allow them. Remember, it's allowance, it's not force. Your soul knows. Your soul is. You are your soul. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, everyone who came today and shared this love. Thank you, Milan. The isness. The more we can tune into the isness, I'm going to love what is. You know, think about all the times in your life where you were just trying to fight against what is. And if we can just go, okay, well, this is what is. Everything's unfolding. I can accept. I can stop resisting. I can settle in. I can soften. Little by little, breath by breath. And I will likely put this up on my YouTube, but I think I almost dropped a swear word in here, and I usually don't like to put that on. I don't know why. Probably got some programming there. Don't we all? You know what I'm saying. But I love you all. This will definitely be in my energy healing membership and probably on the YouTube. I'll be real. Happy Valentine's Day. Make sure that you love on yourself. Give yourself some kind of treat. Let's actually all give ourselves a nice little Valentine's Day hug. You just did some shadow work on Valentine's Day. I love you. You know what? Thank you. You know what? That was cool. That was cool. Thank you all for being here. Let's take one deep breath together. Namaste.